Well, that was a shock. Especially since I asked Brian directly if I should plan on coming back tonight, and I was given an emphatic yes, and where's your confidence? And so I guess of the three knives in my back right now, that's the one that smarts the most. Never doubted the knife from Clay. It's been there most of the game. And I'm a little surprised at the one from Jan. But hey, maybe that's a character flaw I have, that I do trust people when they tell me something to my face. So I guess I was outplayed. I planned on staying longer, and maybe I was gotten rid of because I'm too much of a threat to win. That's the way I'm going to take it. So the three of you that are left, break a leg. And I mean it. Done! I've always been a very trustful person, and I'm usually a very good judge of character. So when I say someone like Clay, doesn't surprise me that he knifed me in the back because he's done it before. That doesn't shock me. That's Clay. I have absolutely no respect for the man. But I've really respected Jan and Brian the whole time, and I asked point blank tonight before we left because I was picking up on something. Something just didn't feel right. But yet, I was emphatically told that, what are you, crazy? And earlier in the day, when I thought it was told to me that we were all voting off Jan, the same scenario they gave Ted. So I said, are we voting off Jan? And they said, yeah. And I said, and I felt kind of bad about that. I'd been with Jan a long time. And I said, don't you think we ought to tell her? No, it would ruin her day. And see, I mean, that's the kind of person I am. It's like, if it's a done deal, be upfront with the person. Tell them, yeah, we all understand it's a game. But just, we've been together 37 days. Just be upfront and have the guts to say it. And I wanted to do that today. What I least expected that I did learn out here is that you expect when, I guess, there's a lot of people together trying to survive in a situation. And I mean, it was really survival at the barest level out there. It always surprised me that there were people that wouldn't pull their weight. I mean, you expect if you've got, let's say, 8 people together. I just thought it was, especially if you've gotten this far to be chosen to be on the show, I thought it would be 8 workers that were not selfish. And it really surprised me that there were a lot, probably close to half of the people out there didn't pull their weight and didn't have any embarrassment about not doing it. That kind of surprised me. The hunger I expected, although it does get intense sometimes, and when you go longer than about 2 weeks on very limited rations, it's unbelievable how bad it knocks your body down. And then the pain of being away from your family. I expected to be homesick. I expected to long for my loved ones, but I did not really expect that it really actually takes on a physical pain to miss your loved ones. So I think that was probably the epiphany I had out here. I've always appreciated my family, but it was just intensified out here. I've always made sure that I made time for my husband and my children, but I just didn't realize how important that's been magnified for me. I mean, I probably won't change too much in the way I live because I am extremely devoted to my family. But boy, now that I know what it's like to be without them, boy, that's just, I can't wait to see them. The lessons I learned out here, it might sound like a negative lesson. I learned how not to be from a lot of people. Again, it goes back to incredible selfish behavior that I saw some people exhibit. Absolutely no regard for their fellow castaways, if you will. And saying things to people that I consider rude. And so what I'm going to have to do when I go home is to really remember that lesson and maybe be a little more careful the way I speak to people and make sure I'm not repeating mistakes I saw out here. You know, I used the analogy of Christmas spirit the other day to, I forgot who I was talking to, and I said, you know, it's like around the holidays when everybody gets this real like loving for mankind and the need to give to others, and then by January 2nd it's gone. So yeah, I've learned to be patient. I've learned to tolerate a lot of things that I normally wouldn't. And I'd really like to say, because I'm not normally a patient person, nor am I a tolerant person, and I'd like to say that maybe that'll hang on. I hope it's not like the Christmas spirit that's going to zip away in a couple weeks. I'd really like to hold on to the patience a little bit more, and I'm going to make a concerted effort, but I mean, I know me, and my personality is pretty much ingrained. But I'm gonna make an effort to do that. And there's probably a couple things I'm gonna take home and embrace for the rest of my life. Whenever I see ads on TV for Save the Children or Christian Children's Fund, or ever hear about people starving, I have a real sense now of what that is, a real sense of what it is to literally have to dig for your food on a meal by meal basis. I do work at a soup kitchen at home. I do give to charities, but I think that will probably increase because it's an awful way to live. And I knew there was a definite end to it, but some people live like that every day of their life. And in absolute poverty, I knew I was playing a game, and I had the luxury of going home again to my family and my job and my house. And boy, it's made me very aware of people that are suffering all over the world and that they have no way out.